Warm greetings, everyone, and welcome to my January newsletter. I hope that you're well and happy and that 2021 is off to a great start for you. So, what's been happening around here? Well, I continue to offer my morning musings every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific, and that's giving me great joy. I've created 24 of them now. And for those of you who haven't experienced them yet, basically, morning musings is a thought or a quote that has inspired me to then create a piece of music. So I share the quote, I share the piece of music, and then I share some silence. And then I finish it off with a little bit more of the chant. It's about 10 to 15 minutes every Wednesday morning at 10. And I would love to have you join me. If you can't be with me in real time, that's okay. They are available after I do it live on my Facebook page. And I also have them all on my YouTube channel, which you can access from my website. But I'll include links to both of those things underneath this video in my newsletter. Aside from that, what's going on musically? Well, I continue to serve many churches virtually, both in Canada and the US. And what's making me smile these days is there are some Sundays where I'm serving two churches, one live and the other I've sent some pre-recorded music, so I'm being seen somewhere else at the same time. So that's kind of fun. What's resonating in me thematically this month is the word faith, and faith is a nice component, a nice aspect of my word for the year for 2021, which is surrender. Last Sunday, I had the good fortune of doing music and message for Unity of White Rock, a Unity church here in the Vancouver area. The name of my talk was Saying Yes, Small Steps, Big Life, Saying Yes to Faith. And in the talk, I shared 3 points: a definition of faith, 2 personal experiences from my life in which I think I lived that definition, and 3, how we can cultivate that level of faith. So the definition of faith that I found from the Oxford Dictionary is a complete trust or confidence in someone or something. Complete. The 2 stories that I shared from my life, the first was me meeting one of my musical heroes in the summer of 1981, Jaco Pastorius, a bass player. And the second was meeting Kim, my beloved, in February of 2020. And the link to both of those is that I was absolutely certain about both of those moments. I knew for sure that I was going to meet Jaco. He was coming to Montreal to be part of the Montreal Jazz Festival. Montreal is my hometown. And I knew that I was going to meet him. I absolutely knew. And secondly, when I saw Kim at a performance last February, I knew the second I laid eyes on her that she was someone I had to get to know. And shortly after our relationship began, my heart knew so well that I proposed to her 6 weeks after our relationship began. And now we're married. So what's the common link? Both of those experiences, I believe, were answers to prayer. Prayer, the third point I wanted to make in my talk, is the best tool that we have to develop that kind of faith, that complete trust or knowing. Specifically, affirmative prayer. Prayer with which we expect a positive outcome. So, since then, I continue to think about those 2 things together, faith and prayer. And so my morning musing this week, thinking about faith and prayer, I found a fantastic quote, a delicious quote from Ernest Holmes, one of the important founding minds behind New Thought philosophy. Here's his quote: "Seek to make your work a prayer, your believing an act, your living an art. It is then that the object of your faith will be made visible to you. It is then that you shall kiss the lips of your desire." Kiss the lips of your desire. I just love that. So, of course, I was inspired to write a chant with those words, and the words in my chant lifted completely from this quote. As I make my work a prayer, my believing an act, my living an art, the object of my faith is made visible to me, and I kiss the lips of my desire. So I'll sing it through a few times, and perhaps you'll feel inspired to sing along with me. If not, feel free to just sit with the music or feel it as a prayer or just however you'd like to receive it. I invite you to receive it. And here we go. As I make my work a prayer, my believing an act, my living an art, the object of my faith is made visible to me, and I kiss the lips of my desire. As I make my work a prayer, my believing an act, my living an art, the object of my faith is made visible to me, and I kiss the lips of my desire. As I make my work a prayer, my believing an act, my living an art, the object of my faith is made visible to me, and I kiss the lips of my desire, of my desire, of my desire. So there you go. A little bit of I Kiss the Lips of My Desire. I have a special request to ask of you. There are two intentions I've set for this year. One is I would like to complete my book about my Camino experience. I had the great good fortune of walking the Camino de Santiago, a pilgrimage across Spain, in September and October of 2019. And I would also like to release some new music this year. So my request of you, dear friend, is that you hold that intention along with me and see me living both of those intentions in the coming year with ease and grace and joy. I thank you for being willing to do that. And I'd like to know how I can best serve you. Are there topics quotes, ideas that inspire you that you would like to share with me, I would welcome them as inspirations for future morning musings or just anything and everything. I invite you to reach out to me and let's keep our dialogue going. I always love hearing from you, and people that give me words of encouragement about my newsletter always make my day. It's the highlight of my month, actually, getting feedback about these newsletters. So I do hope to hear from you in whatever way. Love and blessings, dear friend. I wish you peace. May you surrender to your fullest expression this year, whatever that means, whatever that looks like. May you kiss the lips of your desire. Namaste. I hope to see you again next month.